I don't think so. Jeebus mods. Are you all racing to do it first? Okay. Hello, Fuzz. And yes, I was watching Lip Sync Battle again because my leg just hurt too damn much. So I have to sit here and, do this and wonder why my leg hurts, later. I can't help it. I love Lip Sync Battle now. If it makes me happy, it's all that matters, right? Where am I? Oh, Abby's butt. Well, I don't think that's Abby's butt, actually. There I go. Okay, let's see. I know probably nobody will lose them on today. Ooh, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Let's see. Ah, okay. Hi, Lorelai. How are you? Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Yes, actually, I think I am too high. That's better, I think. Oh well. Yes, I discovered Lip Sync Battle last week, I think. And I keep and but one of the first ones I ever saw was the Singing in the Rain one, and I went, "Oh my God, I gotta watch this." So the one that stuck in my head today is the guy who did I Touch Myself to dressed up as Donald Trump. So, hello, my little fudge princess. You know I meant that in the best way. As I'm even saying it, I'm like, um, to get rid of things now, it's not gonna it'll be fulsome, fulsome. Almost home and I'll be done driving. Okay. The leg, painful, but I'm learning how the topical gel, not much. I've got an ibuprofen gel on the way here from eBay. Hello, Jay Tanya. Oh, and I had to put manchild at the end of today's title because I couldn't spell waffle. Because of course, yes, I was rabbit. I was watching rabbits, and I went back to the beginning, and I only missed a couple of minutes. I didn't miss as many as I thought. So, but I do love the video. Oh my God. So that's why I had to put manchild. Who does that song? Baking Queen. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking also like if you want to do the real person lifestyle thing, which is a really good idea right now, have people hang out with you at first so you can talk to them like on video and have them do things with you, like someone read a recipe as you make it, or someone read the colors out that you're using, stuff like that. I think it's hilarious. I'm going to help you be $1 million person when I still only have probably 2,000, I bet. Hello, Jay Tanya. That's funny. Hello, Scooter. And if anybody's wondering, I'm massaging my leg. Hi, Don. Yes, please hit the like. Every time somebody says that on somebody else's feed, I'm always running to hit the like button. It's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, Dove. Sweet treats. Yes. But she actually, last night, on her show that MLH called out yesterday, which was really adorable. It's a Zen channel. She was saying that she didn't send fudge during the summer, and it was like, ooh, you're right, because I think it was Mandy that asked if she if the fudge would melt. Say that one. And she was thinking about it, and it was like, she doesn't know if she doesn't send fudge through at summer. So maybe we'll just have to wait until like fall when the leaves turn, then we can all chase Kay around and give her fundraisers to make fudge. I see everybody saying hi, 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 hi. I got the before I entered. Okay? Hi, everyone. I am enjoying so many of you in the chat today. I know we just seem to be wandering from chat to chat. The fudge melts, trust me. Oh, did you get some from KA during a hot? Ooh, you know, packed it tightly. You open it up and it just goes in plastic. And you sit there and go, if I put it in the freezer, well, actually, if I put it in the refrigerator first, will it get harder? No. Put it in the freezer. Then you have a fudge puck, fudge puck. And then you go, I'll wait till next time. So yes, I guess we'll travel from, chat to chat today. Who's going to be after me? Uh, it looks like barbed wire, so it's one of my favorite pieces. I wear the bracelet all the time, but I was thinking it looks like, shackles of barbed wire or, and this could be a dog tag, that they have to wear since, he's going to jail, he's going to jail. And unfortunately, now I can't make it this Monday because I would drive down there because of my freaking leg. Now, if it pops back, because sciatica is just a pinched nerve, and as bad as mine is just, it's like blocked in a pelvic bone somewhere or something, which I can feel now. It's creepy. Um, if that happens, then I could drive down there because I'll be going down to, I think, Santa Monica more in the next few months. So I could always practice by going down to LA City Hall, but we'll see. Not if my leg's like this, because I will not be doing a lot in the street if Papa Cat is not with me. Not right now, because with it being as like painful as it is, it sometimes hits and I fall on a chair. You know what I mean? It's like it'll hit to the point where I'm like, holy crap. And I just sort of try to get to a chair and sit down. So yeah, thank you, Radiate Life. Lorelai. Which one? I think I like Lorelai. Yeah, and it's an invisible one, so people do not understand. So I weirdly enough, I was talking to the people at my favorite bagel shop, and one of them was like, "Yeah, I know, I have to climb the stairs like on all fours," and I'm like, "Yeah, because it's an invisible like injury, and people don't get it, especially if you're like fine 90% of the time, and that one 10% of the time you just want to sit there and cry your eyeballs out." Yeah. Papa Cat found me on the stairs last night because I couldn't carry anything as I got up the stairs at the end of the night. So I'm like, "Can you come here?" He came down, it was like four stairs out, and my checkout, because I saw Dr. Hitty yesterday, my checkout file's right next to me. He goes, "I know this is really heavy." And I'm like, I need both my hands. Carrie Ann wants to know if it melted before when she sent it. Um, to fuzz all the good vibes. Yum. Catching up with you shows because I missed stuff. You missed 5 minutes of me talking about lipstick bell. My favorite is so far. My favorite is the first one I ever saw, which was the guy who did Singing in the Rain. I can't remember who it was, but my second is Janet Jackson. Um, and I love when Queen Latifah did it. I'm like catching up because they're doing just like an annotated, I guess, of the dances they did. So I'm starting with that. And I think they have Paramount. I don't think I canceled it yet because I wanted to cancel it because of the, Stephen Colbert thing. And so I think we still have it. Got it for something. And then they're doing whole episodes on there. And I think that'd be fun to like do stuff in the background too. So, and I was actually Big Bird with Cookie Monster on the deck. Uh I think that's my favorite. That was awesome. Let's see. You had it for 2 years, Lorelai. Like I said, or actually, I don't think I said it to anybody yet. Um, they all know me, of course, at all the places I go to regularly. So the nurse who like makes sure she has me to check in, I was like, I have sciatica, and she goes, "You'll never get rid of that." And I'm like, "Thanks, nurse." She goes, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like there are times where I like people to talk to me like I'm, a friend, but it wasn't helpful. And my doctor's like, "Well, we'll send you to PT, but I think you should fly down to LA." Because she's like, "Do you really want to drive?" And that's when I was like, "I don't think you're from here." I go, "LA is like a day trip for somebody, in either direction. If you were born and raised and went through your sweet 16 and got a car, LA's a day trip." So, hi, hello, Southern Yankee. Hey, Carrie Ann, just once when it took a really long time to arrive. I remember that. Didn't she send you like a backup one because we thought your fudge got lost? Yeah, Carrie Ann did it last year and it was really cool. We paid for the ingredients. We laughed at her at doing it and shipping. And I remember like I definitely would finance that again. I would be a sponsor of that fudge again because she makes the most amazing fudge. The fudge she makes is so amazing that Papa Cat had done it to me once. A little bitty piece because it's fudge. I'm not a huge sugar freak. So it was like, I knew I just didn't want it. So I had my little bitty piece and Papa Cat cleared out the rest and didn't even ask. And I'm like, and he was like, "You said you didn't like it." I said, "No, I just wasn't in the mood for it." That's the only thing he's ever not said, "Do you want the last piece or something?" He just is gone. It's like, okay, that way. Oh, yeah, just rest and recover. I found that rest and distress gives space. Gives space. Yeah, no, Papa Cat's been really good because he can't even really hug me right now because of the pressure. And so he comes because we have an agreement that whenever he wants to hug me, I can't say no because I'm one of those people that when weird stuff starts happening or gets stressed out, it's like, stay away from me. So I told him, I think 2 years ago, I said, don't let me do that. So when he's been coming down the past couple of days, he's just been like kissing my forehead or something because when he hugs me, it puts pressure on me. So, you know, that's the way it is. Everybody's saying hi. Okay, well, we will wait until it's cooler for it to go cross country. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, because you just had a hot spell up there, which, like I said, I should know better. And that's when my dad always threatens to like move up there for 6 months out of the year or move there. I'm the one who said 6 months out of the year. Um, because he's a lizard. He'd be happy with a hot rock and a heat lamp. I've said that to him since I was little. It was just like he loved it hot. Me and my mother would just go, doesn't make sense for a white guy to like to be that hot, get that brown, and just, yeah, hot rock and a heat lamp. Also, a step at a time, a rest at a time. Water therapy was really good for it and patience. I actually hung out in the shower because I turned it up a little. I usually do medium, very medium showers, and I turned it up a little bit hotter. That's what I grew up with. Um, because when you're 16, you want to make sure you have all the funk off your body. So I turned it up a little bit today and hung out in the shower while I was sort of, doing some really minor stretches and stuff. So, yes, I had Rabbit in the shower with me. because thanks to Natalie, I have a shower speaker now. So, and we found out that we have new neighbors. The place next door didn't sell, so or didn't sell for what they wanted. And so it's back to being a rental again. And I'm like, it felt like something was coming through the wall last night. And I'm like, what the hell is that? We're all put together like a cookie cutter row thing, but there is space. There's like a 4-inch space between the two walls. And I'm like, that sounds like he's trying to come through my wall. What the hell is going on over there? Because Papa Cat knew, but I didn't, that there were people moving in. And they were putting up a flat screen. And I'm like, okay, just so he doesn't like go through the wall. And I said, not that we would mind. We're the one with the weird time. And I'm thinking, and me blasting Aaron or Marilyn or Rabbit through the bathroom, because the way the bathroom's set up in my room, that's what I call it, my room. It'll bounce anywhere and everywhere into the master area. It doesn't go to Papa Cat's office though, so I can have it blaring. And I'm thinking, I have had that blaring sometimes when MLH and the Pinata Playhouse have been at their best. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to turn that down a little bit and turn down my shower a little bit because Jenna's sort of hard to hear in the shower. Um, but yeah, we can blame Natalie for that. I would not even have thought of it. I would have thought of it in the bathroom, but not in the shower. So yes, Papa Cat is beyond cute, and as everybody knows, we don't agree on anything, and that's why we love each other. 23 years, 26 unofficial. He was a DJ. Hello, Lady Victoria. How are you today? I'm in the car on the way to Racine, Wisconsin, from outside Chicago for dinner and sunset at Lake Michigan. They're that close to each other? Wow. Oh yeah, speaking of that, Elvis is really weird for coming from Chicago. Has anyone thought about that? I mean, when I was watching or dressing two rabbits this afternoon, I usually don't go to bed until 2 or 3. Um, he was just like the way he was talking, it was like when he was telling them about the encampment, I'm like, wow, you really sound like an entitled POS, in my opinion. Sheets? I'm thinking, no, it should have just been 2 blankets. You don't change sheets and uh real pillows. It's like, damn, guy, you sound like you're from Podunk anywhere. Okay. And to know that he's, from outside Chicago, it's just bizarre. That's the privilege to the nth degree, that's for sure. You have a shower thinking too is loving? Yeah, I know. And I have a feeling that to make myself in a better mood, I want to start like playing music while I'm getting dressed and playing the music from, what is it, 2005 backwards? One of my friends used to always say, she always told me, play the top 10. That way you'll know what's going on. And I did until we weren't talking anymore and she moved away. So I haven't since then. So pretty much from 2005 before that. And I used to play Josie and the Pussycats while I got dressed to go to club. I'm very much the I need to dance chick. I, until I started working at the club, and even after I started working, I danced all night long. The joke with the other DJ was that my ponytail would always, smack her in the face. So, because I always had a braid, my hair was down to my waist, and I used to put it up here and then a braid, and when I'd spin around like a good goth girl, I'd smack her and another friend of ours. Natalie should get a shower speaker sponsorship. I have one now too. I know, and I think I have hers or somebody else. I've got the JBL clip that's like about this big and it's gray. It's a really cute. And I have another one. It's right here. Because I also found out a long time ago, or not a long time ago, when Amazon first had speakers that when your stereo goes out, it's good to have a Bluetooth speaker around for your car because I cannot drive without anything. So this is the other one. This was the one that I bought to go in my shower until I realized that my JBL was a shower. Because when I got it, I'm like, it's gonna get dirty. Okay. And it's this. Is this beyond cute or what? It probably is not charged up. I haven't charged it in forever. Oh, and it got scratched already. Wow. But I had it on my travel backpack. If I ever start really writing again, um, and it's EW something, um, that I'm gonna have like a travel backpack. So this was clamped onto it. I need to charge it back up again. So let's see. Oh, I'm really behind again, aren't I? I'm currently babysitting my dog on the floor through a thunderstorm. Oh, oh, Lady Victoria, big cuddles, big cuddles. Poor baby. Such a dog freak. Yeah, as Fuzz says, give your dog a hug. I should be at the org tomorrow. If not at the org, in the car. Papa Cat has tomorrow off. He started making all these plans. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we agreed that when you're with me, he was going to come, or, when he's weekends, he was going to come with me. And he started giving me that look, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm coming with you. I'm thinking, how are you going to get 3 hours out of that day tomorrow? Good luck. So, well, technically, Papa Cat, you're supposed to be working. So if you're late, that's okay. He's home Tuesdays and Fridays. Everybody saying, hi, I'm here. You can be in a minute. Yes, little brother. That helps. Hello, Dusty. Dusty's my little anti-Scientology brother. Because I could just picture him chasing around like an older sister's friend, like my best friend in junior high school. And he used to chase me around with like his hands really sticky. And he'd go, sticky, sticky hands. And that's totally what I think Dusty totally reminded me of an older version of him because he was like blonde, hair, blue-eyed guy, kid, and an adult, just as annoying. Let's see. I feel like it's Thursday and we said throwback picture section. I don't know what that means. It is Thursday, isn't it? Come on, you guys. Did I get? No, it's Thursday. Okay. I don't have a quote unquote real job and I'm in pain. So between the two, I really do not know what day it is sometimes right now. So for the next couple of weeks, it'll be like, what day is it? That's my latest excuse. So shush fuzz. I'm sure you look super cute, but being chased by a boy with sticky paws, probably. You have way cuter speakers than I have. It's a bizarre aesthetic. I always do. I get it. It's like goth girl. We're Mediterranean goths. That's what I always say because I always wind up getting something that's not necessarily would be goth, but is really cool. And it was probably on sale. Let's see. Hi, Antics. How are you? Hello, Big Giant Head. Top chat likes loves to dance in his mind. I got live chat before you came here. If you go into your chat, get rid of top message and go for all message. Let's see. I heard you give your dog a hug. Well, the one with I touch myself stuck in my head. Oh my God. It was just lip sync battle. I don't know who the person was, but he did I touch myself dressed up as Elvis, no, not Elvis. Orange Balloon. And now the song stuck in my head. Let's see. Everybody saying hi, 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 hi. You're reminiscing about pictures, so I would love. I'm scanning all of the pictures my mother had and all the pictures I have. I should just start doing it. That's why this, let me see. Oh, there it is. This desk is here was to scan pictures. So I really, if I can't frickin' move, because probably for the next 7 days, I'm not gonna be able to go to the antique fair. on Sunday. I can't think of any way to get me around. Mm, bummer. I figure for the next 6 days now that I should not be doing anything. So, Papa Cat's going to be like bringing me stuff to look at so we can clean out the guest room, which is an au pair next door. They have a 15-month-old kid. I'm like, they're not going to enjoy me, which actually doesn't bother me because we had a pretty um well, a very hyper autistic kid next door. So, our stairwells on the first floor to the second floor are right next to each other. So he used to run up and down the stairs a lot. So when they moved, it's been weirdly quiet around here. So with the 15-month-old, see so much fun. What did Fuzz say? What did Fuzz say? I didn't see it. Okay, more squirrels. That squirrel should be in the regular emojis, right? I took Orion out into the yard forgetting that hubby had the sprinklers on. No! Now you have muddy paw prints on my white t-shirt and blue jeans. Can you say you asked for it? You know, if you take him out front instead of out back, you could start getting, that skinny body. Orion looked huge on you last night. Oh my God. He didn't look like a dachshund. He looked like a big dog. Hun, you have lost a lot of weight. Now I know what people think when they see me and say it. It's so, but it looks so cute. Orion was very manly last night. Orion, if anybody's wondering, is Carrie Ann's long-haired dachshund. He is the coolest thing. So she was holding him up for the crowd to look at because she does a stream on Wednesday night. That and we got to see the love of my life, Soda. He's a 22-pound help. Boston tree climber is what's going through my head right now. Um, help. I can't remember. But it's been like that. I couldn't remember what the name of my bish, that's what I call Alexa in the house, uh in the bedroom. And so I had to ask Papa Cat, what's the name of that one? Like brain is like it well, the brain fog is real. It's diagnosed. But with the extra beaten down of the sciatica thing, thoughts go out the window. I was actually thinking I should just read Dianetics while I can't move. Because someone sent me a copy of Dianetics and because I wanted to read it. And I got through the synopsis and the introduction and then almost through the book across the floor. I'm like, if I've gotten, oh, I'm not going to like this. And there's not an, is there a, hey, does anybody know if there's a pirated audiobook somewhere of Dianetics? Hmm, hmm. Maybe Cold Read Girl should get on that. Hmm. Oh no, Carrie Ann, but they're cute paw prints, no doubt. You can send them to B-Scan. That's what I do. Yes, but it's the reason I have the third desk and I actually have a very nice scanner that I did use for a long time because I had to, when I started doing the pictures, it was over at the house while we were getting stuff together because my mom took a ton of pictures. My mom took a picture of the freeway the same way like three times. So it's like I have tons of space on clouds all over the place. So I'm going to scan them all, put them in, go through them, and maybe make an album or two for my dad. Um, and then pretty much just put them on the family and tell the family they can go look at them. So, and that's what people like me do. Let's see. Hi to Papa Cat. Hi, Antics from KA. I stopped at the yarn store and got more skein of Rowan Kid Silk Haze for the scarf wrap I'm making. That thing was gorgeous. She's making a scarf, mohair and silk. Oh, that's all I have to say. I will email you the link tomorrow once I set it up. I'm doing the knitting stream this Saturday. I'd love to have you join us. Nice. I can't wait to see it. KA, can you like tell me when you guys are going to do that so I can go hang out there I'll be if I'm home. But if I'm or just yeah, because even if we're driving, because I had Satireology on last week when we were driving in. So Maine Coon, thank you. I knew it was like geology. Yes, soda, my very huge, and his shaving is growing out. Ah, Maine Coon cat. That until the roads freeze up there, I might try to get a way to go, even though I'll be going to Santa Monica. But I'll be taking Christine, so believe it or not, the SUV gets better gas mileage than the Lexus station wagon. Go figure. Let's see. Oh no, my dumb ass relative bought it. Bought what? I'll try to join Antics. No Face gave me a great idea for a stream. Get Lit Knit, where I indulge in the green and knit. Yes. Uh, but didn't is it Get Lit? Yes. Because I remember thinking that you can make it sound like a literature that you're reading books and knitting. That way they can't tell you that it doesn't um that's not right. So I almost went and parked it, but I was like, I'm too tired for this. Yeah. So go park it, Missy. Our Maine Coon was a big orange dog lover. Miss him 17 years old. Yes. Oh, that's pretty good for a Maine Coon. Um, I had a Maine Coon tabby. She looked like a tabby, but she was huge, and she had the Maine Coon feet, which always. So she was only 11, I think, when we lost. She had, or 12. She had asthma for 6 years, but she is one of my favorites. That's Selah. She was a foster fail. I'm going back up. I found it and then shared my channel with them and some of the survivor stories. Okay. Hi. Hi, good vibes. How are you? You just missed my Dianetics talk about how I wanted to throw the damn book across the way. But maybe if I make the bed and jump on it until Papa Cat comes home, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to go up and down the stairs, and I'd have to until he gets home. So I might start reading that stupid book again. So you never have to worry about me converting. Hopefully I caught it in time. Oh, and I was looking at books last night because you can only play so many hours of Dragons um, on eBay because it's where I got the ibuprofen gel from. Um, yeah, the prices are up. I remember when you get a whole green set for like $5, and now a green set costs 200. Someone had like the green and the red, they were selling for 900. Even though I think a couple of those have been, no, that was the muff. I was looking for a muff for my hands. Um, but yeah, people weren't stupid. They raised the price on all the books. I wanted to get a set of books just to like read them. Oh, okay, Antex, thank you for emailing me would be great. I'm crocheting while hubby drives and we got our 17-year-old to tag along. Wow, how did you do that? I would go like this to my parents at that age. Rock on. Lorelai, you should join the knitting stream Saturday. They bought diabetics. I like that one. I belong to the Church of Satireology. I have diabetes. See this? This is a phone. See what texting during a stream does? Oh, now everybody's texting themselves. Ah, can I show it? Tell me yes or no. Because it'll be on my phone. Uh, Antics. Thank you, Skitter. Yeah, Fuzz, why aren't you on this? My moose, my moose. You should see my wallpaper on this one. This is a 31 incher. Is a squirrel on this side and a moose on this side. And Papa Cat said we had to go through the stuffed animals because we have too many. That and Miss Thing, who's sitting in her box over here, now likes to push the Stitch and the Choco Cat off of the top shelf of his office shelves and go sleep there. I'll take a picture one of these days. Love a Maine Coon. Yeah. Knitting stream noon Pacific. Perfect. Is your email on your channel? Mine is mamakatone@gmail.com. Fuzz, if you can think about it. Thank you. Fuzz has my brain. She gives it back to me occasionally, but otherwise, I think we're sharing the same brain sometimes. And she keeps it. CBF, I got a new game I've been playing called Magic Cabin. You might like it. Really? Ooh. I have CBF's email. I was meeting Lorelai. Oh, okay. Food. You're just chanting food now? Okay, I got the all clear. Which is funny because my nail person asks me how I can have three cats and no cat hair. And I said, haven't you figured it out by now? Because I'd been with her about a year at that point. Haven't you figured it out by now that I'm really got a problem? And she's like, oh yeah, never mind. I always say because I had a pure white cat for 16 years. So, and Clinton is going to be mostly white. He's got three spots on him. One looks like a heart. And we get them, I think, on the 23rd. I have to find out when their fixing is. I'm sponsoring their fixing. Um, because knowing her, and I think they did it with Bird. They fixed her and she was absolutely in perfect condition. We got her like 3 days later. It's like, oh, I was gonna wait a week, but they're fine. So I have a feeling there's usually never any problems at their house after kitties get fixed. And the foster dad is sending more pictures out. I call him a tease. He keeps sending pictures of my kids to me. Hmm. Let's see. Hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. In my bathroom for reading diuretics, and I read that. You're getting me a burrito for dinner tonight. I hope you didn't eat Mexican at lunch. My kingdom for a moose, yes. Where is Dove? Did I miss Dove? Hello, Dove. Did I miss you? I don't see you. I'm on all chat. No, I didn't. I saw you. Pain is a pain in the ass. And I literally have that. I have gone to the antique fair just to see if somebody bring their diuretics. Their LRH books because right now it seems to be, well, clothes are the big thing at the antiques fair right now. Clothes. Everybody's paying attention, I guess, to avoiding fast fashion. So, and I have two bins two of the big bins with the tops you unfold, two bins of clothes that I have actually cycled through that are too big for me. Um, one of my friends has gone through it. She took maybe a little bin full, well, a bag full, and then there's gonna be two other people coming over looking them over. But then it's like I'm gonna have to put them in storage area until next year. So, hmm, Club Brain Fuzz. I wanted to be. I couldn't change my name. I wanted to be what was it? Club Brain Waffles. But I couldn't change the name, and by the time I got to here, as usual, I had 10 minutes. So what did I do? I watched some lip sync battle and then picture and the usual. Let's see. I reach out antics. It's not M. M? Yeah, Lorelai, I just looked. My email is antics of a mama squirrel. My teenager food is his thing. What are you doing? Oh, you said you were getting something at Lake Michigan, right? You're at Lake Michigan. Okay. You guys were driving for something. I can understand that. I live in the Bay Area. I know. Big hugs to all and no more children in Scientology. Rock on, Lorelai. Have fun. I'm expecting company, so we'll have to run in a second. Okay, antics. Have fun with your people too. Hello to all. Hi, Clark. Aren't you late today? Yeah, you are. What the heck? Actually, I never pay attention to how many people are watching. 16. Okay. Papa Cat's usually the one who tells me. So it's like, but then again, was it uh KA and I on old Tifa, which we might. Politics is so freaking redundant right now that I've gotten to the point now where I'm just like, I'm not watching as many of the YouTubes that I used to. So it's like, there's only so many times you can say something. I'll still try to read Project 2025 on it. But otherwise, it's like maybe her and I should start thinking of something else. But her and, was it? No, it wasn't KA and I think it was, or was it? We had one person that we did the old Tifa for one time. It was Scooter Mom. And I can't remember if it was you and me, KA, or if it was me and Papa Cat. So lunch today was Portuguese, had peri peri chicken for the first time, loved it. I've never had that. I What did I just found out 10 years ago that I had a ton of Portuguese in me? Nope. Not a big section of people here, weirdly enough. We have Filipino, Mexican, more South American nowadays, um, Chinese, Japanese, um, um, Romanian, uh, can't remember. But yeah, no Portuguese. It's very weird. So I've never even had that, never even heard of it. I don't know anything about Portuguese food. It's probably really good. I just read your diuretics is public enema number one, Adam. I'm glad this is why I'll never get Botox. Actually, it's so funny. I've been watching like messed up plastic surgery videos because even though I may want to look like I'm 40 when I'm 70, no, I don't. So it's to remind me, like, age gracefully, biatch. Get over yourself. So, see, other people know what that is. I don't. There's got to be there's got to be a Portuguese neighborhood in the Bay Area somewhere. That's where you should always go to have, the first meal of whatever you're going to eat is do it in the neighborhood. So, or afternoon, you antics. It is afternoon here. Let's see. Rory saying hi to Clark. Probably that sounds yummy. Thanks, Peter Mom. Thanks, Fuzzy. Getting ready for a trip to Springfield, Oregon. Seeing a cousin whose recent grandma, I call her Grandma Featherblade. That's a decent trip for you. I mean, you're in Central, but you've got five, don't you? That's cheating. Actually, does five go up? I'm used to five going down, but not up. The freeway, the freeway number is five. So that was the one that's supposed to like hyperconnect the trucks between Washington and Mexico. Probably a corridor for something, but it's like 2 hours away from here in the Bay Area. So when I'm going down or up, well, no, up, I follow what my dad says. So it's some weird, uh, different way, but going down, I do 101 because I'm like, don't mind the drive, but I do like when it has like interesting things to at least get into your brain. Five is just straight. I guess you would say it looks like Nebraska or something. It's really weird. Portuguese in San Jose, Azori Islanders, and in Tulare. Okay. Gives me another reason to go to San Jose because I still have not been to where? I still haven't been to the Hello Kitty Cafe. The guy who took my blood on Monday was talking about his daughter just went to Hello Kitty Cafe last weekend. She said it was really crazy, but it was so cool. So, because of course I always have them take it out of look at that. Ew, that's so weird. Um, I have it taken out of my left arm, and so anybody who sees my kitty tattoo is just like, oh. So, but it's nice to know what the like capacity is right now because I can't stand long. So still have to wait then. But there is also a Sanrio store in San Jose. So one way or another. Um, let's see. Hagda Vas. Get ready for a trip to. Okay, got that one. Okay. Did we stop? Did everybody just jump off the ship? For Portuguese dessert, I had Leban. Not true. Thank you. It's separated on the chat, dear. That's why I didn't see it. What the heck? Oh, I don't. Thought I did. I do. Okay. Do you guys see your live chat? Okay. I was going to say something happened because I couldn't see it on my. Give me. Okay. I just saw it. I was about to tell everybody, give me a one if you still see me. I know that a sliced apple pie in Jamaica costs $2.70. In Barbados, it costs 1.79. Then in St. Louis, it's 3.10. I suppose those are pie rates of the Caribbean. Hi, Nebulous. I didn't see who the contributor of that was and just cold read it. And I was thinking, that's Clark. Nope, it's Nebulous. Just as bad. The was it Dad Jokes group, Nebulous, Adam, Papa Cat. I'm missing I'm missing uh 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 Bob, Clark. It goes on and on. So yeah. So Carrie Ann was talking about doing a lifestyle or doing a channel because she didn't know what it was. And then she was talking about maybe doing, like the way I thought it in my head was like a Dear Abby thing. It is what you got your degree in, isn't it? So it was like, yeah, that would be a cool thing. And then I was thinking lifestyle to like go get her feet wet. And like I said, then I said, great, I'll make her $1 million subscriber. I'll still be at 2,000. Taking the Amtrak from Hanford, transfer Martinez. Ooh, but that's like a 24-hour train ride, isn't it? We've seen the videos. We want to do it, except there's no way in hell I'm not gonna be able to bring a ton of luggage. So Doing it like the whole cabin thing, that'd be really cool. Big hugs to you. What are you just coming by to leave me some dad jeans and go? Oh, it sits on my. Just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. There we go. Do 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 do. I have a really cool like um keyboard stand thing. It flips up, and then I've got pens, so it's like it's sitting right there. So let me think. It's dangerous. What is going on with the world lately? I can't walk. I can't focus. Bitch moan, news at 11. Yeah, that's it. Let's see, who did I watch this morning? I watched a replay of Aaron. I think it was yesterday's. I watched a replay on. I was watching a new one. And I watched Rabbits, and I started watching Marilyn's. Oh, see, that was the thing. I was watching Marilyn and then got out of bed because I was like getting tired and hit the remote, and that's when I got lost in lip sync battle. So it's not like I didn't try. Probably watch it afterwards. Awesomeness, wonder is. Yeah, you are so funny, Nebulous. Still want to know what that means because we found that. Did not make that. We found that at oh God, one of the stationery stores that popped up before COVID. And we still don't know why the heck would that be there. There were two CBF hearts, and we couldn't figure out what the heck that was. And it wasn't a Christian store. So, what's up, Missy? You've got schmutz on your face, Missy. Oh, she's not gonna let me touch her. Getting locally produced beef jerky and pistachios from the Terra Bella for my visitor's gift. Ah, nice. Oh, that's what we did when I went with my parents. When we were coming back from the week away that they do, we got beef jerky made. There's at least one reservation, I think, on the way back, and they had homemade beef jerky. It was amazing. Oh my God. It was like, of course, never done it again. So, yes, getting the locally produced beef jerky be really good. So, let's see, what else? Oh, and since I'm doing Wegovy and finally hitting Old Ladyville, my hair is falling out, so I have to be careful of my barrettes because they will fall out. So I broke one of these are the evil eye ones, and yes, they are supposed to be evil eyes. So I broke one of them, unfortunately. They weren't cheap either. So, um, yeah, that's why most of the time my hair thingy is just one of those, the all-in-one hair clip thing. So because it's one that pops in so it doesn't fall out. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm losing my hair. I still have an inch shaved right back here, but I parted my hair or now I know why I had my bangs going up so much. So, because I have a bald spot there from my extensions, because I've been doing at least the same 8 extensions for 20 years. She corrected me because I said it was 15. She said more like 20. So, and we didn't know when you first started doing extensions, nobody knew back then that you would make bald spots. So I have a bald spot from one of my extensions. So yeah, she has to move them now. So it's like maybe we can go forward next time and get them forward. So yeah, it's like, oh, now I know why I pulled my bangs back, but nobody's gonna notice. That's the thing. Getting to the point where it's like, okay, I've got to be in front of the camera. I can deal with this. And then it's like, you know what? Nobody's going to notice. Only you notice the imperfections. Either that or somebody who's snarky and then they're just doing it, just to, try to push a button. It's like, no. If I can't push a button on myself, nobody else is allowed to either. So off to prepare for 420 with the kitty number 3. Got around hugs and hugs, y'all. See you later. Ciao, Bella. Have fun. Don't pass out. Here, Cheryl recommends collagen for thinning hair. I don't mind my hair thinning, though. That's the thing. I am mostly native, and you can tell in Spanish and Portuguese. So, see that? And that's even with an inch shaved off the back of my head. I got my grandmother's hair, who still had a F ton. She still had a big braid in her mid 70s. So it's like I will complain about losing my hair. It's just a little off-putting when you look down, there's hair all over your like counter. So when I first started losing it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing my hair. Yeah. And then I'm like, I could probably lose half my head, nobody would notice. So well, actually, the bald spot itself, because it's a wax buildup too, I could probably at least get some fuzz there. But then again, I can always use what it's a topic. It's the one that looks like, if I want to be creative with it. But like I said, nobody's going to notice unless they're looking at the top of my head. And the only people who are going to be looking at the top of my head are the tall guys. And then the only thing that would make the tall guys say something is if they were drunk. So, but then again, a friend of mine, another DJ, um, we were talking one night after club and she was saying how short she is and I'm like, "No, you're not. I mean, I'm the same height you are then." And she's like, "Yes, I am." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." Shook off her 5-inch platforms and popped down to my sides. I'm like, "Holy crap." She goes, "I don't own flats." It was so bizarre. It's like whenever I see her, I look first at the floor to see what she's wearing. They've been getting shorter as she's gotten older. So, um, Carrie Ann was talking about friends yesterday, and it was like how it's hard to get friends when you're older. And I'm actually like appreciative of my friends now because I never thought of it that way. Um, because I complain, I have no friends. Yes, I do. I'd have friends if I just, like called somebody. It's my choice that I distance people. Go figure. But the running joke to me is I still have at least 300 friends on my Facebook. And all of those people, except for maybe 50, I have seen or hung out with or went to club with all the time. So you missed Carrie Ann last night, Fuzz. I thought so. Yeah, no, major Zen, totally cool last night. It was like we looked when she did first Minnesota goodbye, we were like, it's 7. It's one of those things. And MLH was talking about how great she is, and it was like, I love it. I wanted to say, now it's your turn to be embarrassed. Neener, neener. So yeah, I made it and you didn't. My notifications aren't working. I'm getting notifications from some place that I subscribe to. Like, I've only seen a couple of videos, but I'm not getting notifications from everybody else. Whenever anything weird happens to my phone nowadays, I just restart it. Period. End of sentence. Um, because I don't want to get. I think it's a 24. I want a 25. I have a 23 Samsung. Android, yes, near, near. The 24 sucks. 25 was decent, but still eats battery. This one eats battery as it is. So I want to wait for the next one to come out, maybe. But it's hitting that point where I'm having to restart it. They all do it. Rice water for thinning hair. Wait for me. Hi, Bob. LH is a good judge of character. He seems it. MLH is one of the kindest people I've ever encountered. no matter how much he doesn't want to be a kind person, he is, if he likes it or not. So that's why I have way too much fun hanging out at Piñata Playhouse. So, and in case anybody's wondering, MLH's is Mexican long hair. And the first time I watched him one morning, I can't remember why, all I could picture in my head were a bunch of like little boys stealing somebody's piñata from their like birthday party, going to their little clubhouse and giggling about it until an adult came and took it back. So I actually called it the piñata clubhouse, but I just kept saying piñata playhouse, and that's all it reminds me of because everybody starts up and they're all just like giggling, and I could just picture them running down the street with a piñata when I was a kid. So, oh my God, it's so hilarious. Thank you, Fuzz, for putting his link up. But yeah, everybody's called him MLH. I'm getting reduced down to CBF. It's funny. And it's like, I thought the Z's were into abbreviations. I meant Papa Cat, but ye oldie spell checker is still in Shakespearean. What did you do? Ah, I love it. I don't know what half is going on. Oh, hello, Rib Daddy. How's Rib Dog doing? Mm, okay. Hug to you too. Give Rib Dog a pet if you can get her. He's got the cutest puppy. Oh my God. And since we both live on the island, we never see each other. Of course not. He actually said it once. He said, I'm a hard nut to crack. And it's like, not on purpose, but on purpose. I have to, especially now that we're all meeting each other now, like IRL in real life. It's like I have to learn, and it was the hypocritical thing I was saying to Carrie Ann last night. We have to learn to act like ourselves when we meet somebody IRL if we've been talking to them online or getting to know them online. And I was really good at that. So, never, I never got the, oh, you're different online. But I just don't trust people because I don't know why, but it's never been that way. But it was funny how Rib Daddy just did that. You're a hard nut to crack. And I'm just like, it's really cool that he could read me that fast. Nobody's ever read me that fast. I think it was the second time we ever met. And it was just like, now is it really showing? I'm like, I don't think it's really showing. I think that maybe he just has a good like radar. I've noticed a lot of us um in the group are really kind people, which is neat. I think it's great. It'll make people think positive of the future, basically. So I do like this group. This group has actually made me more proud than anything else because the one thing I have noticed in groups as I was growing up, and even like in the past 5 years, nobody sticks up for each other. Something happens, everybody runs, or I wasn't there, or I didn't notice, or this or that. I was always the one who went, I saw, it's I saw it. I'll tell you what you need to know. I guess it was just like, and then when all of this stuff was happening, when Ellie came back and Becky was around, it's like, no, no, we're not going to do this. F you, Elvis. We're going to make sure nothing happens to these people. Have a nice day. Go manually yourself. And that made me so proud of the group. It was like, I actually belong to a group I'm proud of. And that's really weird. And it's like, everybody talks about parasocial bull. And it's like, no, I've been online as a Gen Xer. I've been online since uh 1983. CompuServe, man. And some people that I've met offline were really nice people. It's like, and they, were friends. It's like they making people think that parasocial relationships are bad for you is wrong. There are relationships that are bad for you everywhere in real life, online, in the game, whatever. But there can be good relationships. I was feeling like embarrassed to be thinking of this group, certain people, Natalie Ouch comes on and Aaron makes me laugh and, blame it on Aaron. And all I hear is people going, parasocial relationships are bad for you. Well, over the past year and a half, you know what? No, they're not. I've met Rip Guy. He lives on my island. He's a sweet, kind person. I got to meet Cheryl when she was down here um, doing a drive-by. And oh my God, she is the sweetest thing on the planet. It's like KA and I have talked on um in the sidelines and have like texted each other, haven't met in real life, but hey, my posse. So it's like we should stop thinking of making or letting people put things in our head that just seem like marketing tools, parasocial relationships are bad for you. That's why you need to like buy my book. And then somebody came out last month saying that they're not necessarily a bad thing. So it's like, didn't have enough to talk about it, but started talking about it anyway. I know psychology and psychiatry are a pain in the butt, but eventually it might do something good. Not for me, but there's a legitimate reason to. So she is telling the Doof origin story. The people talk with on YouTube rarely are people that get my need to advocate and demonstrate and join me in it. People IRL around me don't do that. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's also something you really like. So this is definitely like a part of my life, and occasionally the people that I've known for longer find out about it. It's like Papa Cat said once, I gave it to a friend of mine. He goes, "You gave him your YouTube. You gave him brain fog." I said, "Yeah, I know." I go, "I don't mind him being in brain fog." And also, when I first started doing brain fog, most of my friends were like, "That's nice. That's nice." Whatever. You're protesting Scientology. Okay. Be careful. Okay. La 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 la. So it's like, I don't have a lot of friends here from the group, the goth world. So, which I think is hilarious. So, but I do tell people occasionally, it's like, no, if you want to hang out with me, come and watch a live stream, come and participate like Christy does, because Christy's IRL, and you'll realize it's me. I am not any different off and on. Sometimes I make a bigger effort to make myself like happier, but it also carries over. So if I'm sitting there singing happy in my head because of lip sync battle, that means I'll be trying not to dance when I'm done. So, oh, and yeah, when I said Big Bird on Lip Sync Battle, Fez said, well, you are a Gen Xer. And I responded with, yeah, when Thriller came out on MTV, I danced every hour because Thriller was on every hour for 24 hours. So it's like, you know what? People, situations, it's like, okay, the 80s were 40 years ago. I'm old. Well, I shouldn't enjoy anything from 40 years ago because, that's just gonna, I'm vintage then. And it's like, screw that. I'm gonna start enjoying all of the stuff that I really, really liked when I was younger and had a great time about and realized the serotonin uptake is amazing. It's like if somebody really wants to have a hit channel, do MTV. Get some permission and do MTV from the get-go. Do you know how many people will watch that? So besides the fact that Video Killed the Radio Star started it, it's like you can go back in time and enjoy yourself. Just exist in the present. That's it. It's not that hard. Use your intelligence as guided by your experience. Yes. I'm very straightforward with myself. I'm very straightforward with my surroundings because I've always wanted to know why I was messed up. Because it's one of the reasons I don't have a 9 to 5 job is that the anxiety in my world was too much. Um, but I've always been like, why am I like this? Why do I do this? Why do I do that? So I've always totally, even before the internet, I go to the library. Why am I like this? What's going on? Why do I prefer this? Why do I prefer that? Stuff like that. Then the bikers turn up playing Scotland the Brave in front of that scruffy building. I have got to find out how long ago was that? That's the foster dad. I got to find out when they'll do it again, when their next ride is, because it's a yearly thing, and he'll do it again. And this time I'll be across the street, make sure I get it right. There was our MTV, and then there was the MTV that came after us. They weren't the same. Yeah, good MTV was in the till the mid 90s. That's why I was so surprised because I saw lip sync battle everywhere, and I was surprised that it was a really good like show. I was like, wow, that's like really cool. Um, it was just, that's why I want to watch whole episodes and just have them running in the background. I have to learn to do that again instead of trying to take myself so seriously all the time. I do this about once every 7 to 10 years where I take myself a little too seriously all the time. And I need to step back and say, get to the base again. Get to where you're really happy for real. And I can start doing that again. And I've hit one of those points again where it's like, it is very serious out there. The mustache and fascism are actually everyday words now. Back up a little. Just back up a little. Stop trying to give yourself a heart attack and start just being yourself again. I take the serious and run with it sometimes, and it's like I really need to stop. It's not healthy. So it's like, okay, now that I'm explaining it here, not on purpose, it's like open mic night is always weird for me. Too bad it's every day. Oh my God, I'm at 112. You know what that means? I've got to go. Have you seen Kurt Loder recently? He looks like a zombie. Babe, that was 40 years ago. Think about it. I'm surprised he's still alive. And that's also the thing. It's like because people like Kevin Kline's wife, I can't remember her name. They're showing pictures of her now and they're going, "Oh my God, look what happened to her." And it's like, "No, oh my God, look his age. Look, she got out of acting. Sorry, move on. You got to stop terrorizing people because they decided to get old." Just watching a thing yesterday about how 30 is the cutoff date for women. And it's like, the hell is wrong with these people? Okay. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. If we're not at the org, we should be at the org because I'm getting the pyramids. The pyramids are like, you're done. That's how Fuzz, regulates me. She is the head bufu moderator for sure. The head bouncer. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Remember to like, sub, membership, PBS, or your local Harvest Food Bank place too. Women's shelter. Don't spend it all on me. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Go torture your pets because you know they love you if they like it or not. And I will see you guys later. Ciao, Bellas.